Could you build a professional, Salesforce integrated email survey in less than 10 minutes? Well, with Titan Survey you can. Increase your response rate by up to 50% with Titan's email surveys. Using Titan Survey, you can create emails with embedded survey questions within the email body to gain immediate responses. We've prepared in advance a proofread digital copy of a survey, a folder with all the logos and images we will need, and our Salesforce admin account details. Our survey includes 1 email question and 3 questions in a follow-up survey. This will help us gather customer feedback about our support services. So, let's see if we can build our survey in less than 10 minutes. Let's start by installing the Titan Survey app. Log into your Salesforce account. Navigate to the Salesforce App Exchange. Search for the Titan Survey app. Select Titan Survey and click Get It Now. Follow the prompts until the installation is complete. For a step-by-step guide, see our written guide below. Now that everything is up and ready, we can start building our survey. Open a new email survey project. Make sure that the blank template is selected. Choose a color theme and name your project. Email content is added automatically with a header, main content, and a footer. We can insert text and images here. Now, let's add a title below our image. Click on the Add Control button to add the first question. The options on this screen are all single-click questions. The survey will be submitted after the user provides feedback. Let's start with a simple yes or no question. We can now edit the question's title and description. Let's also add a footer to our email content. Finally, we can style the colors of our element in the Survey Styles menu. Our next step is to click on the Add Slide button and create a follow-up question, depending on the respondent's feedback. If the respondent answers no, we need to find out why their issue wasn't resolved. We will insert a survey list to determine this. Notice how the question is added to a new slide in our survey. We can configure our answer options using the Edit Mapping button. For respondents to choose more than one option, let's remove the single selection function. By renaming our slides, we can easily track our custom flow. We want the respondent to see a specific finished slide, depending on their answer. If the respondent answers yes, it can take them to the finished slide, without needing further feedback. Let's add a second finished slide for respondents who answer no. We want the text to be a little different here. To add images to our finished slides, we can click on the icon and add the image we want. To see which slide corresponds with the feedback provided, we should rename the slides. Before we configure our custom flow, we can style our slides. Let's change the background color for our question slides. We can also update the element's background color and text fill. Depending on the feedback provided, we can create different survey journeys for respondents in the same survey. This can be achieved in the custom flow settings. Use custom question flows and conditional logic to direct respondents through your survey and create tailored customer journeys in just a few clicks. Let's add all our questions so we can start to configure the flow. Let's add a condition to the starting question. This will decide what the respondent sees next, depending whether their feedback is negative or positive. Now we can create links to each slide. Now that the survey is completed, it is time to distribute it. The List View option will help us distribute our survey to a filtered list of respondents. A prerequisite for using this method is to have prepared a list view in Salesforce that will filter all required recipients of this survey. This is the simplest method. Written guides to the other methods will be provided in the text tutorials. Using the drop-down menu, we can configure the object in Salesforce and choose the record ID. Next, we must select the email distribution method. The email field is the field that will contain the email of the survey recipient. Now we can add a subject to our email. You can also test your email here by entering an email address and record ID example and clicking the Send Test Email button. After adding the respondent's email and a comment, all that's left is to click Send. Once our respondent has received their survey, they will either be directed to our first finished slide if their problem was solved by the representative, or they can provide additional information if the respondent was not able to solve their problem. After distributing our survey, it's time to start reviewing the collected data. The Titan Survey app on Salesforce is a one-stop dashboard that displays survey data. First, make sure you are logged into your Salesforce account. Then, search for the Titan Survey app and select it. We can click on the Survey tab drop-down to choose a specific project or click on the Survey tab to see all projects. Once the survey has been distributed for the first time, Titan creates the survey in Salesforce. If we choose the Survey tab, a list view of projects and key figures will be displayed. For example, creation date, number of questions, and how many times the survey was completed. Let's click on a project to view its details. In the Details tab, we can see relevant data including the survey name, survey status, number of attempts and completions, and availability. Select the Related tab to gain insight into the surveys taken, survey distribution, and survey question data. First, let's look at surveys taken. A survey taken record will be created each time a respondent takes a survey. This provides insight into the survey response, the survey status, the number of survey completions, and the number of logins. Survey distributions lists each time the survey was distributed. The distribution name, object name, status, and submitter email in an easy-to-view dashboard. Survey questions lists a breakdown of the questions included in the survey, including the total responses and the question type. Clicking on each survey taker will provide us with a detailed breakdown. Now, we can click on the Related tab to view the question responses and tracking. We can also click on specific questions to get a more detailed breakdown. In our use case, we've distributed the survey on the Contacts object, and we would therefore like to see the responses from the contact perspective. To do this, you need to add the survey taken related list to your contacts. This allows you to easily view all survey responses by that specific contact rather than seeing all survey takers. Again, you can select the survey response and go to the Related tab to view all question responses. Select specific questions to get a more detailed breakdown. Turns out that with Titan Survey, we can build a professional, Salesforce integrated email survey that includes different finished slides in less than 10 minutes. And it looks great. To learn more about Titan Survey and other Titan products, visit the support page on our website.